already starting to trickle in for out. Now it results into him not returning into the game. Maybe the coaches are saying, let's rather not risk him, let's rest him. Now a strike is taken, but denied by that big number 2, Nangazikwe. Now it is Zambia nil and Namibia nil. They brought in a substitution that sounds very familiar. And if you remember that in the under-17, number 3 was won by Prince Khumalo. Now a Prince Mumba has taken this one. Now a keeper one-on-one, but colliding with a player there. He took that mini knock. You know that. No, this was a one-on-one rather challenge, and yes, he was pulling out. There was no intention for him to actually injure the goalkeeper. That is Giovanni Kanibab, and a young man who aspires to be a coach in the near future. I mean, he's sitting on 7 goals and his own team, and 15 games played in the national team, and having scored 8 goals. I deserve to be there, this young man. That is Giovanni Kanibab. Now Zambian squad just below your screens, they're seeing that what they still have in place, and they haven't taken anybody out yet. And well, there was just one forced substitution, bringing on Prince Mumba and taking out Patrick Kondo. The Rev is just an issue with instruction and saying hands off each other, or it's going to be a challenge going forward. Now, there's a man, Rahuka Ngatunga, has been seeing himself coming out of the line most of the time to just save those 1v1, and striker Giovanni Kanibab. Now, set pieces haven't been profitable, but the strike is taken here, but still nothing into the frame of goal, and it just worries me. One of the players who are in the center of the park alongside Edma Kamatuka is also trying to usher in the middle of the park. Just number 15, that is a promise, Kwarirap. Well, it's not Kwarirap, it's Hurirap, because they click their G in Namibia. Now too much power maybe to put that one, trying to find this young man Ricky Panda and ricochet, but the strike coming from Jimmy Mukeya was a promising one, but a good block coming from the defenders of Namibia. A corner set piece that Zambia will look into wanting to convert it and have a useful expenditure this time around, because it hasn't been materializing for them. Just wait and see what John Chisimba will bring this one. It goes wide to the far post, trying to find that big man, but Rehuka on a border to just easily pocket that one. And then he lays it for Edma Kamatuka, who's on the run trying to find his fellow teammate, that is Prince Ichuaza. If you look at it, Prince Ichuaza is currently in a grade 12 and sitting on 10 caps with 6 goals as well. Very versatile player, where you can play him right back, right wing, left back, left wing. He is more comfortable in just playing as a team. Now here's a chance for Zambia to get themselves in the scoreboard, but cross, not a quality one. Coach already checking the clock. We are only 3 minutes in, coach. Let's rather say 4 because you don't count the 58 seconds.
Again. Jump, you know.
There's a caller that says my ball. I don't think that is allowed in football. The referee doesn't pick it up. Well, Andrew Peary says my ball. Such language no longer exists in football. Now Prince trying to put in a cross. But, there's less numbers in the box. There's just only one man. That is Giovanni Kanibub. Well, he is a threat. This Giovanni Kanibub. He tries to make a run and then beat Matthew Shabalala.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The young man Giovanni Kanibub. The pace Namibia has, it forces the Zambian side to defend in numbers and just not watch. Now a strike is taken here, but nothing, an attempted goal. A keeper should have been bothered there. That is Patrick Choma. A shot coming from this young man who's just chipping and jumping. Was a good power, good weight. It's just the height was not in his favor. I want to say the attempt to go for goal was good. One of the young man that is Chipanjabi from Khubabas St. Paul's College. Attended there from as a grade 8 until grade 12. This young man is also attending at the Northwest University, Tawana. And he's been there for a year now. 0 goals so far. Coming from Kazan Football Academy. And his heroes will be Guti and Tiago. Supports Manchester United, this young man. So Manchester has been up and down and inconsistent, but you remain a loyal supporter of that team that you've chosen. Ball with Namibia, Janino Jansen. Coming up, the centre back rises to drop it for Prince. Now Edmund finds Janino Jansen, who goes back and maybe he's going to tack in, but the passes, and now here comes this man. It is going to take a strike, but well, not well positioned. The man from Walvis Bay. Well, coaches are saying it's coming. Keep it up, boys. He's a promising youngster, this versatile one. Well, he made his debut in Seychelles on the 19th of June. And to date, he still remains one of the players in the national team. It's going to be hard and harder tackles. I think the ref now needs to reach into his pocket and say, young players, Prince Mumba, you just came on already. You are committing fouls unnecessarily. Well, he comes on and he grabs the armband, which means he's got the leadership skills and they can trust in him. Well floated ball there, but a good punch coming from the keeper, and well, he hits the ball and his teammate, which is you know, when a keeper charges out, you need to just shift, and he made the call, and the punch coming from the keeper really got Golden Mafuenta. And the keeper also feeling the knock maybe coming from the back of the head of Golden on his tummy. He was charging for the ball, and all he did was punch it away, but he collided with his teammate, so not really much to blame any opposition here. Communication was issued that keeper. And Golden Mafuenta, 19 years old, young, tall young man in the center of the park and at the back. He wouldn't want to go out. That is Patrick. Even to the two keepers, we have seen less errors, actually no errors coming from them. Well, this is the incident that Patrick came out and called for the ball, but he collided with his teammate, Golden Mafuenta. Then, well, Golden was backpedaling, which is only fair for him trying to go for the ball, but he then gets a punch from his own keeper, that is Patrick Choma. Well, keepers will knock you out if you're not watching. It seems as if the young man is not feeling okay. Might have been an impact that was just too hard, and seems to have hit him hard. Well, there was just that contact, and he went down holding his head. Oh, no, he's trying to catch his breath. As the knock coming from the keeper could have been too hard. Patrick Choma, not in pain, but recovering. He has recovered, rather, I should say, because there he's jogging to the goalpost. Ball finds Ricky Panda, who's fouled in his own half. Now, how many fingers do you see? Well, Medic needs to make sure that the youngster is fit and ready. And, well, the idea is to show you one and wave it one side to the other. And if you see more than one instead of one, then that is a problem. So, looks like he's back and jogging to the halfway line to try and come back. And Medic asking, are you okay? He's quickly asked to walk into the park. Well, he's given a good, decent pass, so he sees only one ball. Here's a ball played on the side to find Andrew Piri after slipping from Martin Njovu's feet. There's Njovu again on the ball. Now showing of starts there, but no contact. Andrew Piri drops the shoulder and whips in a cross, and a ball watching, but the keeper was able to block that one, and his teammate again still blocks him from saving it. That is Ngazikwe Kandetu. Injured his own keeper, rather. Oh my goodness. What is happening with the center backs and the keepers? Look at this, Andrew Piri just driving it in. And this big man, Ricky Panda, popping in front of the center back. That is Ngazikwe. Was unable to just clear that one, and a good 10 and a good punch. I think the ball hit his face more than anything else. He was just wanting to win the ball, and he goes down. Well, good cover there coming from Prince Mumba. Ball is played on the far side of the park, and a man on the bike, man on the bunny, but pace by the bike seems to be not too speedy. That is Joninho Janse. His nickname is JJ. Well, obviously when you are Joninho and your surname has a J, they'll say JJ. Is it a JJ Okocha or a JJ their actress. Well, he has 2 caps and 0 goals for the national team, so he's yet to find himself registering a goal. Now, defending is becoming a challenge with against Ricky Banda. Another Banda makes a turn. Good pressing coming from that big man. The centre back has lost his position now. He's in the center of the park, so he needs to perhaps recover quickly. That is Ngazikwe Kandetu. John Chisimba, one of the players who have been instrumental in putting in the crosses and just solidifying at the back as well. I'll say that it's Stevie Damaseb. Quite a fair game. Now, ball whipped in and a header away. First chance was not successful, but the second time around, Golden Mashata says, I can get it right this time around. And look at Golden Mashata somersaulting his way to the corner flag. Finally, they get to pit Rihuko Ngatangue with this man, Golden Mashata. I must give credit to this man that has been putting in these crosses. John Chisemba, again, another ricochet. It bounces off, but the man to profit from it is Golden Mashata. Now you give credit to the big man who always bulldozes the defenders. That is Ricky Banda, who made way and made room for the golden boy to score the golden goal. That is Golden Mashata. A ball on number 7. Well, 61 minutes gone by on the clock, and Zambia have taken the lead at the 60th minute with 1 goal up, and Namibia nil. Now seems to be Ricky Banda manhandling the oppositions now. That is a Baggio Nashitra. Now he goes with one of the players who've played for one team for a good 7 years in the Ramblers. You know, today made his national team debut. That is Baggio Nashitra. And if all goes the opposite direction for them, he is most likely going to charge forward and play as a striker, because he's also capable of playing up front. That is Baggio Nashitra. Maybe adding a tall man, adding a striker would be a better option for them. Now the cross is played in, well protected by Namibia, and trying to get out of the danger zone with a quick passing into spaces, and now taken wide by Steven Damaseb. Well, a switch of play to find that man. Can he get there on time? Oh yes he did, but slipped away and couldn't really protect it. That is Penyuva Kanji. I wish you could hear this conversation between the official and this youngster. It says tuck in. I did not say pull them down. Youngster is putting his shorts down. And the female official says tuck in. Well, communication error. Well, he's come on and up to the tempo of the game. He's come on and added quality. He's come on and contributed to the team. That is Prince Mumba. Now a shot across is put in, but header cleared off by Baggio, the debutant. Golden goal scorer trying to find that man in the center, Jimmy Mukeya. Now again a cross coming from this very same man, that is John Chisimba. Oh, keeper Ruhuka Ngatangue was able to just pile that one away, just safety first. Now substitution is taking place by Zambia and bringing on this young man just to replace Jimmy Mukeya, who's had quite a good game, and Derek Bulaya is coming on. You know, when they say you are a Bulaya, you must have a shot or something, because that name is well represented in South Africa. Launch long, they're trying to find the man himself, Derek Bulaya, who just came on. Now coach is moving with the ball everywhere it goes, and just shouting and shouting his instructions. Well, the coach found himself standing on his feet pretty much the second half. And, again, here's that man, Edma Kamatuka, just too much of a good thing, because every single ball that comes to him, before he releases it, he wants to perhaps make some sort of a skill, and it's costing the team. And he can do better if he was just to advance forward quicker. There's another man who's just being a solid player in the center there. That is Prince Chueza. A bit of pulling and pulling, but the ref says you need to get up. Ball is in your advantage. And he goes down, but then it goes to commit a foul and apologizes. That is Chipenjambi. Harumbe. Well, the substitution is taking place here for the Namibian side. Well, Giovanni Kanibab has had a fair run, a fair race, and he's been brought out to rest, and Robin Bennett comes on. No, ball is played short there. Fresh legs have been brought on to assist the likes of Edma Kamatuka, Panuva Kanji. Now Robin Bennett comes on to just try and add some quality or some pace there in the center. Now a ball with that man trying to get a strike, but nothing to trouble the keeper. Well, the young man is born in 2002. That's Robin Bennett. He got a young star, well, 18 years old, I should say. Goes to Namibia College, and he's doing his grade 12. Almost over, young man. Now, he has 2 caps in the national team and hasn't scored a goal. So he's been with his Kaizen Football Academy. Well, sitting on 48 goals there. Well, versus the number of years is there. It's been 3 years and scored 48 goals for his home team that he plays for. His aunt used to be a footballer, that is Jackie Hutz. Oh, thought processes from the coach. It's just applying his mind, and well, he's ushered by Coach Micho. So he is here to monitor them and see, wow, how best can they do and how best can they help the boys instill more confidence and character in them. Now it's a bit of a kicking and a flying off legs in this match. Well, centre back keeping it calm and putting it on the chest and able to just quickly turn. That is Matthew Shabalala, but he's not impressed with this young man. Like Tufanini, David is injured. This troublesome Golden Mashat. Well, there is a call. Good call by the ref. He was clipped him. And time for cooling break. Came quick and fast, this cooling break. I thought maybe we still had more minutes before we could go to the cooling break. Say that Namibian coach now is a very less vocal because there's a bit of a goal that was scored against them by these guys who have just came out of the change room and started bringing a different character, different personality, and tried to go through, penetrate the defense of Namibia just to get a goal, and a ricochet resulted into them getting a goal against this young man. And these ones are just cool, calm and collected. Obviously the temperature hasn't done much. Like the cross coming from John Chisimba and it deflected, but then the Golden was able to position himself, not marked, so a good 2 touches. It resulted into him scoring this goal. Oh, somebody needed to come closer to him. They gave him too much room for that goal. I think they've had enough conversation with the coaches. Now it's back to basics, back into the field of play to see how best they can take on this remaining 25 minutes. And maybe, we say maybe a lot. Maybe Namibia will find themselves scoring just one maybe goal. We waited to see because again the ball played by Zambia trying to attack. Now, a ball is still not properly cleared and it's taking too much time and is forced to drift back, and the cover has been brought on. Well, unable to release the ball, Robin Bennett on time, resulted into Zambia having numbers coming behind the ball. Had he done it earlier, would have been a different maybe approach, would have been a different story for them. Now you have a number of players at the Zambian side having to just warm up. We yet to see them jump on board and maybe add a few minutes into their legs. Now nicely taken out swinger, and the keeper drops it there. Well, I think the touch coming from the keeper was very vital because the two tall men were there just waiting for that ball. The likes of Baggio were there, and this young man, Janino Janses, was also there to just try and hit that ball. Now, can maybe profit from this one. That is Edma Kamatuka. Now, in swinger is played in there. Keeper again. Miss. Oh, that punch there. Well, also running out of words. Miss. I don't know what I was saying, but incident happened, and clean header coming from Golden Mafuenta. Now, pressure has been put on Zambia here, just playing all kinds of tricks to try and get out of this danger zone. Now, this is where the ball came on, and the keeper punched it away, but unable to be cleared by that man who came on as a sub, and just creating problems for the team. And he was facing his own goal, so it wasn't easy for him to just quickly kick it. Now, here's Edmund. It's just pulling those 1-2 touches, trying to combine with his teammate, and the ball falls for Mumba to find. No, brother Edma Kamatuka, cleared by Prince Mumba. Now, ball taken wide to Golden himself, Golden Mashata. Oh, he's been getting a lot of supplies by Ricky Banda. And a corner kick has been given, but players are not really impressed with that. That is Ngazakuve Kantentu. Well, again, whips in a crosser. The keeper just well positioned just after Ricky Banda stuck his foot out to just poke that ball. Now playing very dangerous as the Namibian side. After winning the ball, they still gave away balls that easily, and the Zambian side are not decided to be given balls that easy. Prince Mumba on the far side trying to get across. Now not properly cleared then. Bit of a handball request or protest there, but not given. It doesn't sit. And if the keeper plays this one, then obstruction comes on from Derek Bulaya. Now pass played in with no player to go for that one. I mean, here's that early on protest or request for a penalty, but the referee did not pick it up when this young man Ngazikuve Kandetu, well, as he was falling, his arms and his hands ended up just making contact with the ball. And I must just say that the assistant ref on this side was at a right angle to pick that one up, but he let it slide and not interested in giving it away. Nila, I can say that on the other side, well, I can tell you still, we on this side, we just seeing one goal, Zambia up and Namibia nil. On the other side of the pitch at Galvin Dale, where Angola and Eswatini are at each other, we can safely say Angola are leading Eswatini by 1-0. I can tell you energy levels with the Zambian side. Just impressive. None of them have been going down with a muscle pull protest or request. They've been soldiering on and just putting that work rate. Ball in, and that man, Ricky Banda, was positioning himself for a beautiful volley and just unsuccessful, couldn't make that well executed volley. Ball finds the number 10, Prince Juwunzu. Back to Prince. Drops the shoulder and wants to curl it into the first pole, but not enough power to trouble the keeper there. That is Patrick Choma. Well, a substitution is happening for Namibia. They say, Janse, you've had a fair run and you are about to rest, and PT Ahmed comes in to replace you. Well, this is PT Ahmed, rather, with no Ahmed. It's just a young star also looking into getting his name registered in the players that have had sufficient run. And ball is played back, and you know how to wind the clock when you are in the lead. Now a ball floated in behind the defenders that housed late, because none of the Namibian players were there to try and disturb. The man is tucked in, claiming to be pushed. That is Robin Bennett. Seems to be pushing and a bit of war there, but I can tell you that the refs can see what is going on here. And there's a man down. Oh, he claims to have been pushed as well. That is Derek Bulaya. Claims to be hit with an elbow. Oh, it's a big man, Ricky Banda. Is just not happy with that decision. I mean, this is where it all started, and I mean, here's just Prince Chiwiza coming on and just stepping on a player intentionally. So, well, the ref didn't pick it up. I think the ref didn't see it, and hence he just controlled the pushing and whatsoever that was happening there. Going for goal, but too much height on that ball to go over the crossbar. The coach is being very animated, very loud. He's just seeing the most right now. But his players are unable to convert, unable to score. That is a PT Ahmed. Came on as a sub about 3 minutes ago. Protest for high balls is one of the interesting plays on those two sides, because you have a Zambian side that have Ricky Banda, who fights for anything that is in the air, and Namibia, you have the likes of Ngazikwe and Bajo, tall enough to compete with Banda. Namibia side in search of their first goal in this tournament, and just struggling to get into the box, and maybe, just a maybe, they can get that one goal to equalize and keep it on 1-1. Ball won by this young man, Chipenjambi Harumbe. Was getting a fist pump from an opposition there. That is Prince Mumba saying he did well with that jump tonight. Big man, always a target man. Every time it's a set piece, every time it's a throw in. Now, ball on the side to find Martin Njovu. That's a quality cross because it was well intercepted. Now, Andrew Piri forced it to recover quickly. Now, here's a man who's been quiet. That's Prince Ichueza. Now, going back and forth. No support close to him, but because now it is a 2v1 and a 3v1, but able to get the cross in. However, his teammates are far from it all. The likes of Edmar Kamatuka just playing outside the box and not prepared to commit, or not prepared to get closer to the keeper and contest for that ball. Ball won by Stevie Thomasip. Again, this young man who's had a good run already, forced to switch play. James Jonah Chisimba will find Golden Mashata. Mashata tucks in and chips it over to find this man that has been caught offside. That is Derek Bulaya. Namibia just rotating and switching sides and trying to then now play it very cool, calm and collected. Maybe a goal will come out from it, because it's a different Namibia now going forward. They all move as a team and they all cover as a team, and a tall man there. Ngazikuve Kandetu find Edma Kamatuka to Steven Tomasip. Edma Kamatuka again, but first touch not the greatest in the office of Edma. Zambian side already having someone standing outside or by the line, just trying to make a sub, but the ball can't seem to be go out. No, and the very same teammates of Zambia are not taking the ball out, and eventually the ref calls for medic and he says, come on, come on. had a fair good run. I think that's where he got the knock from this man Tufafeni David. And he's tired of a golden mashata. He then opts to get him and clip him. Oh, he's had a fair good run, this man. I think coach should have kept him on to finish the game. But the coach feels that you've had a good run, and now you bring in Xavier McLean. That he then also gets a fair chance of a run. Here. Now well, additional time seems to be 4 minutes added by the ref. Now another substitution is taking place, and with that man Ricky Panda coming off. Rest Panda. That's what they say. And bringing on fresh legs. That is. Well, he's coming out, and of course he's been playing with an injury, so the coach rather rest him a bit and just try to recover help him recover with that injury he played with. No, you've had a fair share. Ricky Panda make way for Peter Panda. Upra Peter, Upra Peter is one of the names in South Africa. Well known. Players are going down every now and then. It frustrates the coach because he has to look at the time, especially when you're trailing from behind. You have players like Martin and Job, who just went down with just a light contact. Well, you've got the lead and you want to protect it. You don't have the brains to protect it. You then go down most of the time, and it winds up the clock a lot. Well, 2 minutes remaining of additional time. Now, very same player who was rolling down, got to the line, and then he says, referee, I'm ready to come back on. And headed in by Prince Mumba. Keeper launches a long one, trying to find fresh legs of that man, Peter Ahmed. The foul has been given to Prince Mumba. Oh, a bit of pushing, and of course there was a clip at first that happened, and he then says, no, I didn't do it. That is Peter Ahmed. Prince Mumba going wide to that man that supplies nothing but the best crosses. That is John Chisimba. I must give a man of the match to that man. Man, finding people with his crosses, and he would have also deserved the man of the match, should we say. But it's evident enough that the likes of Golden Mashata will be walking away with that one. Or confidence booster, motivation of some sort. And it's good for them. If not him, then it would have been John Chisimba. ball is played long and cleared away by Andrew Piri. And another number 2, Ngazikuve, was unable to get that one. Well, they give number 6, that is Tufaneni David, a yellow card in the additional time. This fullback has had a fair share of his run in the game. And then he records his first yellow card. We've gone past the additional time, so the ref maybe just giving them a few seconds to play. Well, it's in attack mode, and eventually the ref says it is what it is. Nobody can score after this, and right now it is these young men who've put in the work. The likes of Derek Bulaya, who came on as a sub, and Prince Mumba, one of the players, came and changed the pace of the game and kept the consistency for the Zambian side, which helped them eventually find the final third, getting crosses from this man, John Chiso, for conceding a goal coming from these men. Well, it is 90 minutes with the referee's regulation time. That is Zambia 1 and Namibia 0. Well, we had a fair share, fair play of the game, and shots were taken at goal, but nothing did really rattle the net. It all went out above the crossbar, and it all went just outside for Namibia. Oh, it was a good shot, a good strike, a good weight. Maybe had it dropped earlier with its height, it would have been a different story. Now, again, it comes across from Andrew Piri, and this man just putting his body in front most of the time. Ricky Banda forever, just a very tricky player, pops out of nowhere, and it just finds himself making that turn and making the keeper and the defender actually fight amongst each other with that one. Well, a keeper needed to grab that one his first time, and Ngazikuwe Kandetu had every right to clear that one outside of goal. Now here's that set piece, actually that corner that came on and was unable to be cleared by Ngazikuwe, and this man said, I will profit this golden opportunity, as my name is golden for a reason. Now you see that it was headed away by Bajo. Should have perhaps maybe headed it back to where it came from instead of him bringing it into the field of play, and gave opposition side a chance to score. Now again they get the crosses towards the box, is just unable to convert this one. I must say the keeper Ruvuko Ngatatungu was able to just save them most of the time, and I must say he was a bold and a brave keeper with a handball there, but just did not materialize, and the ref did not see it, that one. Well, statistics will tell you that whoever was pound for pound a game this was.